wherever you want.
Okay, it's on.
Okay, we're going to set up the brake to bend these two bends here on a piece of 1/8 aluminum for Intex. What we have is, I already set 0 on the brake. There's a separate video on that. So right now we're going to program the NC9EX control. We need a bend of 469 for the first bend, and the next bend is 728. So let's come over here. I've already put in a 550 die, because when you're bending material, the die should be approximately 6 times the material thickness. So the material thickness is 1/8, 550 is about 4 to 5 times, so that's close enough. I don't want to go to the next size up, which would be 710, because I think that may be too big. The first flange dimension is 469, so we're going to put flange dimension. We're going to be in memory, and it's either angle mode or depth mode. When we're just programming angles and flanges, we go into angle mode. When we want to go into depth, that's when something's odd and we need to just program how high the gap is between the two tools when the machine stops. But we're going to just stick with the angle mode for now. So we hit memory. This blinking light means we're not ready to enter stuff yet, so we have to hit end of block. Now we're in. Point 469 is the first bend. The angle is 90 degrees. The bend length is 1.25 inches. That means how wide is the part we're bending. And on that drawing it says 1.25. Angle adjustment, you want to make sure to clear that out, because that's for adjusting the angle if it's underbent or overbent after the initial program. Tensile strength, for aluminum it's 15, for steel it's 32, for stainless it's 70. That's on our program sheet here. Once we enter this, we're going to enter all this stuff on the program sheet and save this in one of the books for Intex. Thickness is 0.125. The V opening is 550. That's the die size. Punch radius is 0.03. We only have 0.03, 0.08 is very sharp, and the V punches, the sharp angle V punches, 30 degrees, are 20 thousandths. So this one's a 0.030. The die radius and the diagonal aren't that critical, so I don't usually change them. That's the first bend. So then we hit input, and the second bend copies all that information, because this is all going to be the same. We're bending the same material. What we do have to change is the flange length, and the second flange is 728.728. Enter, same angle, same bend width, and we hit input. When we get to the next bend, we want to clear it out. Hit all clear, and that zeroes everything out. That tells the computer that that's the end of the bend, and it'll go back to number 1. If there are 5 or 6 bends, you zero out the 7th one, and then it tells it to go back to number 1. So we input that and hit memory again to take us out of memory mode, and hit start, and the stops come into where they belong.